Israelites keep poison. Go ahead.
That may cause death.
That may cause death, or what else?
Or any other harm.
Or any other harm. They were not allowed in ancient Israel to keep poison around. Go ahead.
But if he be caught with it, let him be put to death.
If he be caught with it, let him be put to death. This was the law. Go ahead and read.
And suffer the very same mischief that he would have brought upon them for whom the poison was prepared.
That's how they did it in ancient Israel. Eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. If you tried to prepare a poison for somebody and they found you with it, they would kill you with that same poison. But where is Josephus getting it from? He said, I never read that in the Bible. Skip down to the footnote, footnote P at the bottom, and it's going to show you where Josephus was getting this from. Go ahead.
What we render a witch, according to our modern notions of witchcraft.
He said, what we render a witch to our modern notions of witchcraft. Go ahead.
Exodus 22 and 18.
Which we just read. Go ahead.
Philo and Josephus understood of a poisoner.
They said they understood of a poisoner. See, being a witch, that's a female, or a warlock, a male, was somebody that worked with potions and poisons. That's what it was in ancient times. They used these potions and poisons to dull your senses. And you think you under spell. You weren't under spell. You were just high. Go ahead.
Or one who attempted by secret and unlawful drugs.
One who attempted by secret and unlawful drugs. Unlawful. Because we read in the beginning that medicine, which is another name for drugs, were used to heal men. But it could also be abused. And that was a sin. Go ahead.
Or philtra, to take away the senses or the lives of men.
They use these poisons to take away the senses or the lives of men. Drugs do both of that. It take away your senses, that means making you high, and it could kill you. That's why people say crack kills. People say, well, marijuana can't kill you. You are right. Because when you smoke a certain amount, the body shuts down and you can't take any more in. However, if somebody strapped you down and forced you to intake that marijuana even after your body shut down, I bet you it'll kill you then. People say, ain't nothing wrong with smoking marijuana. If you got caught with marijuana back in the day in ancient Israel, you would have been killed. And they would have found a way to kill you with that marijuana. Marijuana got bad things to it too. It can also cause emphysema. It can also cause throat cancer. It also kills brain cells. That feeling you get, that little fuzzy feeling you get when you high, that is your brain cells burning up. I sound like that dude from Lean on Me, don't it? It kills your brain cells, boy. It kills your brain cells. But it's true. It does kill your brain cells. It messes up your bloodstream and stuff too. For women, some women, it messes up their cycles. So let's move on. Now let's go to 1 Corinthians chapter 3 and 16. See, people don't understand this. When you read Exodus 22 and 18, when it says witch, you got to get an ancient perspective on that. It's not talking about somebody wearing a robe and waving their hands and riding on broomsticks like that stuff you see in Harry Potter. That is not what a witch is. A witch in ancient Israel and in ancient times was somebody that works with drugs. Now don't get me wrong, they were messing with the supernatural too. But it was somebody that worked with drugs and potions. That's the reason why when you read these Shakespeare plays, and even when you look at TV, what do you see with the witches? They're always around this pot. All this cauldron they call it. Even if you go to Walgreens today, what do you see up as their logo on top of the building? A cauldron with a spoon for mixing in it. Because it's related to drugs. But why does it have a cauldron there? Because in ancient times, people that use medicine were also thought to be witches. Even people that use medicine for good intentions. You had in ancient times, even over here in America, they had people called Wiccas. And they used to work with natural medicine, try to heal people, and people that didn't understand that you can also use medicine to heal people used to label them witches and kill them. That's your old-fashioned witch hunt. People don't understand that. See, all use of drugs is not illegal, nor is it a sin. That's the reason why these doctors can use it, and that's why people in ancient Israel could use medicine. But if you was abusing it, then you were sinning in the sight of God. And you know you're abusing it if it has a side effect that hurts you. That's how you know you're abusing it. But now, 1 Corinthians 3 and 16. Go ahead and read. Look what Paul is saying here.
Know ye not that ye are the temple of God, and that the Spirit of God dwelleth in you?
He said, don't you know that you are the temple of God, and that the Spirit, the Holy Spirit of God dwells in you? Go ahead and read.
If any man defile the temple of God, him shall God destroy. For the temple of God is holy, which temple ye are.
Now what does he mean when he say defile? You got my Hebrew Israelite brothers, he ain't talking about marijuana, he's talking about eating pork. Yes, you would be defiling yourself if you eat pork. We don't eat pork. We know the Bible ain't supposed to eat pork. But what does he mean right here when he says defile? Let's go to the Strong Concordance and look it up when he says defile. This is 53:51 in the Greek section. What does it mean when he says defile? He says, you defile your temple, God is going to destroy you. People don't understand this. 53:51 in the Greek section of the Strong's Concordance. What's the word?
Phero.
Phero. What does it mean?
To pine or waste.
To pine or waste. If anybody pines or wastes their body, what does it mean to pine or waste your body? It means destroy your body. That's why when people get drunk today, what do they say they are? I'm wasted. See, the Bible ain't like it's talking to you. Go ahead.
To shrivel or wither.
To shrivel or wither. Even when you come in the older days, when somebody said they're going to kill somebody, what they say they were going to do? I'm going to waste them. That's what it means. That's why people get drunk. They say, I'm wasted. It's all a form of destroying yourself. The Bible says if you destroy yourself, God is going to destroy you. Well, what type of sense that means? If I'm already destroying my body, how you going to destroy me? He's going to destroy you in the lake of fire, in hell. Sisters and brothers, that's what it's saying. Go ahead and read.
That is to spoil.
To spoil yourself. Spoil is something that make it go bad. In that context, go ahead.
By any process.
By what?
Any process.
Say that again.
By any process.
By any process, whether it be excessive alcohol, smoking cigarettes, marijuana, crack, heroin, angel dust, cocaine, whatever. By any process. If you destroy your body by any process, God is going to throw you into the lake of fire. You are going to hell. So I got news for you, Mr. Hebrew elder, who can't put down the joint. If you are smoking weed and your congregation is smoking it too, and we're going to read it later on in the Bible, you are going to hell. If you smoke cigarettes, you are going to hell, and we're going to prove that right now. Let's go to the dictionary, Merriam-Webster dictionary, and look up the word nicotine, which is found in cigarettes. This is page 713. Nicotine. And what's the definition?
A poisonous.
A what?
A poisonous.
What did we just read in the Bible? Anybody found with poison in ancient Israel would be killed. It's a poisonous what?
An addictive substance.
An addictive substance. That's what got you addicted to those cigarettes. That poison, that nicotine. You got elders and teachers that say, it ain't a sin to smoke. I have to admit, most Christians do teach that you don't supposed to smoke cigarettes because it's destroying your temple. But it's these so-called Hebrew Israelites that claim they got the higher understanding of the word that mainly smoke cigarettes, smoke cigars, smoke marijuana. I mean, it's ridiculous how much marijuana they smoke. We've gone to so many places and visited so many Hebrew Israelite congregations, that's almost like a tradition there. That's how they celebrate. Elders and members alike. We go there on the so-called holy days, and they in the back smoking weed. They come and visit our spot, and they come out and they out on the front lawn by the curb smoking weed. And got the audacity to say, we are men of God. We are the chosen of God. We got to understand. You out there killing yourself, getting drunk. No, I'm not getting drunk, brother. I'm getting high. Same difference. We looked it up. What else you got?
An addictive substance in tobacco.
In tobacco. Wait a minute. In what?
Tobacco.
Do Black and Mild got tobacco in them? Do cigarettes got tobacco in them? Do cigars got tobacco in them? All that stuff, poisonous. Why do you think they put the Surgeon General's warning on the side? You can't smoke while you're carrying a child. May cause birth defects. Anything you can't do while you're pregnant got to be bad.